Adabajan Carroll.
Nice to meet you. I'm Rich. It's great to be here.
Great to meet you too.
Hi, I'm Rich. It's so nice to be here.
As you found out, our project is about the issues of waste transfer stations, and that also affects air quality. And I wonder, besides the trucks and the exhaust pipes or whatever, and the soot that the trucks release, is there any other factors that could affect the air quality besides like cars and stuff? Is there any other factors?
Well, one of the big factors that people don't think too much about is the actual routes that the trucks take. One of the reasons why the garbage issue is so important from a pollution perspective is that these trucks go up and down every single street, right? Everybody's house has a garbage truck going past it a few times a week. And when we think about the whole strategy of using transfer stations, part of that is to help reduce the pollution around the existing transfer stations. But part of it is to actually rethink the routing of the trucks themselves so that after they pick up garbage from your house, they take a route that maybe isn't through somebody else's neighborhood so often, and we can reduce the amount of pollution where people live.
Isn't there a way where we can use that garbage to make renewable energy sources to power our homes and other things?
You know, there are cities like San Francisco and Seattle that have reduced the amount of garbage that ends up in landfills by 75, 80% or even more. And they do it by dramatically increasing the amount of garbage they recycle, by having really good composting programs citywide. So a program like you have here in the school, it expanded to the whole city. And they do turn their waste that's left over into energy. And a lot of the waste gets recycled and reused again. A lot of the waste turns into fertilizer, it's composted, turns into your food one day, and a lot of the waste turns into energy.
You guys know that the diesel trucks, that they pollute the air, right? Especially if they're idle. That means if they're standing still, then there's like pollution that's coming out of the trucks, right?
Yes.
So that's a problem. So there's a lot of pollution, and it affects our air quality. The other problem, and one problem you can think about so many trucks on the streets, is that it's dangerous, right? So think about any time you have to cross like a busy street, and if you see a truck coming, sometimes it's a little scary. If everybody was just more aware of what they were throwing away, if we were better about recycling, if we were better about reducing the amount of waste that we used, if we were better about how we threw things away, I think in general that's something that's very easy that everyone could do. Because if we didn't throw so much stuff away, or if we didn't create so much waste, then we wouldn't have such a high demand for waste transfer trucks, right? So I think that that's something that everyone could do.
Isn't there a way that we could transport that garbage using any kind of bike power? What are your thoughts on that?
I love it. Let's try it. Wouldn't it be interesting if you had the garbage truck just sit in one spot all day, and then with a bicycle you could go out, pick up a trailer's worth of garbage, bring it to the truck, drop it in the truck, and then go out, do another bike run? It's a great idea. Maybe that should be the next project for the class, to figure out how to do it, because I love that idea.
Is there anything being done worldwide? I would like to think about it on a more globally based.
One of the great things about living in a city like New York is that whatever we do, people around the world watch it. Right? When we changed the laws around smoking, people thought New York City was going to be it was crazy. Well, now all around the U.S., all around Europe, all around Asia, there are cities that have banned smoking the way we've banned smoking. And I think garbage is another one of those issues, where if we come up with some new ideas, some new models that work here, if it can work in New York City, like the old song does, if you can do it here, you can do it anywhere.